Charles Darwin once said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." What a profound statement! It's not about having the biggest muscles or the highest IQ that determines survival. Rather, it's about the ability to adapt, to respond effectively to an ever-evolving environment. This wisdom from Darwin is not only applicable to the survival of species in the natural world, but it's also a universal truth that can be applied in our personal lives and in the realm of business. The world is always changing, and so must we. Whether it's a shift in our personal circumstances, a new challenge at work, or a global pandemic, the ability to adapt is crucial. It's not about being the strongest or the smartest, but being the most flexible, the most resilient, the most adaptable. So, what does adaptability mean in our everyday life, and how can we implement it? Think about your personal life. Change is constant, isn't it? We've all heard the phrase, "the only constant in life is change." And it's something that rings particularly true when we consider the words of Charles Darwin. Now let's take a look at how Darwin's ideas about adaptability can be applied to our personal lives. Consider this scenario. You've just moved to a new city. It's a different environment, different culture, perhaps even a different language. Everything feels unfamiliar and daunting, but remember Darwin's words. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. So, you start to adapt. You learn the layout of the city, familiarize yourself with the local customs, maybe even pick up a few phrases in the local language. Before you know it, this once foreign city starts to feel like home. That's Darwin's adaptability in action. Or consider starting a new job. You're stepping into unknown territory, facing new challenges and dealing with new people. It can be overwhelming. But again, it's not about being the smartest or the strongest. It's about being adaptable. You learn the ropes, understand the work culture, build relationships with your colleagues. Slowly but surely, you start to feel comfortable in your new role. And then there are those unexpected life events, a sudden illness, the loss of a loved one, a global pandemic. These situations can throw our lives into chaos, but they also provide opportunities for growth and transformation. In these moments, our ability to adapt is truly tested. But remember, Darwin believed that those who can best manage change are the ones who survive and thrive. Adapting to change in personal life is crucial. But what about business? How does Darwin's quote apply there? In the world of business, Darwin's words echo even louder. Imagine you're in a bustling jungle where only the fittest survive. Except this jungle is not made of trees and vines, it's made of skyscrapers and boardrooms. This is the business world. The principle of survival of the fittest is just as applicable here as it is in the wild. The fittest in business terms are not the strongest or the biggest, but those who are most adaptable to change. Let's take a stroll down memory lane to the late 90s. Remember Blockbuster? The giant in video rental services, Blockbuster was a household name. But as the digital age dawned, they failed to adapt to the changing landscape. Meanwhile, a small fledgling company, Netflix, recognized the shift and adapted. They moved from DVD by mail to streaming, a move that was considered risky at the time. Fast forward to today, Netflix is a global powerhouse in entertainment, while Blockbuster has been relegated to the pages of history. On the flip side, consider the case of Microsoft. In the early 2000s, they were primarily a software company, with the majority of their revenue coming from Windows and Office. But as the world moved towards mobile and cloud computing, Microsoft was quick to adapt, shifting their focus to cloud services and hardware. Today, they are one of the world's most valuable companies, thanks to their ability to adapt. But it's not just about massive corporations. Small businesses, startups, and entrepreneurs are continuously adapting to market changes, customer demands, and technological advancements. They're evolving their business models, exploring new markets, and redefining their strategies. In the business world, it's not the strongest companies that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones most responsive to change. It's a testament to Darwin's timeless wisdom. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. Indeed, the ability to adapt determines survival in the business world. But how can we become more adaptable? Adaptability does not come naturally to all of us, but the good news is, it's a skill we can improve. It's a vital key to success in both our personal and professional lives. So how do we enhance this invaluable trait? Firstly, it's about embracing flexibility. Life, much like the weather, is unpredictable. One day can be sunny, and the next you might find yourself in the middle of a storm. The same applies to our lives. Circumstances can change in the blink of an eye, and it's up to us to adjust our sails. Being flexible means understanding that plans may have to change, and that's okay. It's about rolling with the punches and not letting these changes knock us off course. Secondly, we need to be open to new ideas. This world is a vast place, filled with countless perspectives and ways of doing things. If we close ourselves off to these, we limit our potential. Being open to new ideas means being willing to change our minds, learning from others, and seeing the world from different angles. It's about understanding that there's always more than one way to skin a cat. Next, resilience is key. We're all going to face challenges and setbacks in our lives. It's not about avoiding these, but rather how we respond to them. Resilience is about getting back up after we've been knocked down. It's about facing adversity head-on and coming out the other side stronger. Lastly, continuous learning is the bedrock of adaptability. The world is always changing, and we need to change with it. This means constantly educating ourselves, staying curious, and never being satisfied with just what we know now. It's about understanding that there's always more to learn. To wrap up, enhancing our adaptability is about flexibility, openness to new ideas, resilience, and continuous learning. It's not always easy, but the rewards are immense. The more adaptable we are, the better we can navigate the ever-changing seas of life. Adaptability is a powerful tool. It's time we start harnessing its power. In the wise words of Darwin, survival is not about being the strongest or the most intelligent. It's about being adaptable. This fundamental concept from Charles Darwin has guided us through our exploration today, shedding light on the true essence of survival in both personal life and business. Let's take a moment to revisit the key takeaways. In the realm of personal life, we delved into the profound understanding that Darwin's theory of survival extends far beyond the confines of natural habitats. The ability to adapt is central to our daily lives, from adjusting to new environments, to navigating relationships, to personal growth. Darwin's wisdom reminds us that change is a constant, and our capacity to adapt to it, rather than resisting, is what enables us to thrive. When we shifted the lens to the business landscape, we discovered that Darwin's wisdom is equally applicable. In an ever-changing market, companies that refuse to evolve are often left behind. Those who champion adaptability, on the other hand, are better equipped to survive industry shifts, technological advancements, and competitive pressures. They are the ones who are able to seize opportunities, overcome challenges, and ultimately ensure their survival in the business jungle. And how do we enhance this adaptability? Remember, it's not about being the strongest or the most intelligent. It's about being open to change, being willing to learn, and having the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. It's about fostering a mindset that embraces evolution, encourages innovation, and promotes flexibility. These are the strategies that will equip us to survive and thrive in the face of change. So as we conclude this journey, let's carry Darwin's wisdom with us. Let's strive to be adaptable in all facets of life, be it personal or business. Let's remember that survival is not a battle of strength or intelligence, but a testament to our ability to adapt and evolve. Remember, in the face of change, be like Darwin's fittest, adaptable, resilient, and ready to evolve. Until next time, keep adapting, keep evolving, and keep surviving.